Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here once again with another video, and today we'll be looking at the reaction figures series, Child's Play 2, Homicidal, Chucky action figure, which is the blood splatter version. As far as I know, I think they're recent, but I tried to look up to see when they actually came out. I'm sure this series is relatively recent, but I'm not 100% sure. But as far as I know, I thought they were new. But doing this video only because I couldn't see many videos done on these. I'm not sure if people were just put off by the prices, because this one I managed to grab on eBay for around just over £15. So it's quite a good price on these. Well, I mean, I saw some that were like, well, there was one other one that was 15 that sold, and then I managed to get this one for just over 15. So I luckily got that. I mean, they're not that expensive. I've seen a couple that was 17, £18 on eBay. I think they've still got these, but I've seen some that are crazy prices for these type of things, like £30 or £40. I mean, to be honest, for this scale, you know, I think £15 to £20 or £15 to £17 is about the right price for this. I mean, for this scale, to be honest, you know, something like this, for me personally, not at this scale, something like this shouldn't be the same price as a NECA figure like 30, so it's £40. It's crazy, really. You know, I think it should be based on just the scale. You know, if it's smaller it is, the bigger it is. You know, like, it's like hot toys. You know, you'd expect those to be £300 to £500, but something like NECA, you know, 30 to 40, sometimes maybe 25, but you know, you expect those prices from NECA. But these, yeah, I mean, 15 to 20 or 17, 15 to 17 is, I think, is about right. As I said, so I managed to get this. You know, I'm not going to personally pay more than that for something this scale. To me, it just doesn't seem worth it. And I've got the Michael Myers blood splatter version, which is pretty cool. I actually wanted it all, like the top 6 horror figures in this scale. So I've got Myers and Chucky. I really want Jason, Freddy, Pinhead and Leatherface, but I see that they're this size on there for £30. I mean, I'm just not going to pay that much. You know, instead of £15 to £70 is about as much as I'm going to be willing to pay. I'm not going to pay 13 for this small scale figures. To me, it just doesn't seem worth it. So I think I'm going to just leave those and just have Chucky and Myers for now. But anyway, as I said, get the Myers of this. I haven't actually seen, for the other reaction figures of Jason and all that, are just regular figures, but I don't seem to have any other blood splatter. Maybe they need to do some more blood splatter figures in those, the top 6. I believe in this you can get the Good Guys, Chucky and Homicidal Maniac in this. I'm not sure if the other two are blood splatter or just regular. To be honest, I've only seen this blood splatter one and the normal Chucky one that's like Good Guy. I think it might be the same series actually, but just not like this blood splatter, but just a normal version. I don't know. I might actually try and get those to add to the collection, but I don't know. But in the meantime, I've got this. So let's open it up. It actually said, I think the seller actually paid 23 when he got it, and then sold it obviously to me for 15. So you know, he done a fair deal on that. You know, so good job. You know, I wasn't going to pay 23, so let's open him up. I think the Michael is better because you actually get 3 or 4 weapons. You get that, so it's pretty good. Usually, scale you only get like 1 weapon. So the Myers is quite good to be fair, getting 4 weapons, but this, I think you only get 1 weapon by the looks of it. It's getting out. Yes, I'm always tempted to keep, because I'm going to get some figures and keep them in the packaging, but no, with this I just felt it would be better to display it without the packaging. But then again, I always feel, should I keep it in the packaging or should I keep it out? But then, you know, but I may get another one and keep it in the packaging, or I don't But I thought just to have it on display out the packaging, because you know if you keep it in the packaging, you can't display it on the display table. So you know, unless you take it out of the packaging, you know it's no good. And I thought it'd be better to display it on the display table next to the other Chucky figures. You know, look better or look cool. You know, I thought it looked cool with the small figures standing next to the bigger figures on display. Looked pretty cool. So it's a bit time to get the knife out. It's with a sellotape on. So that's the actual figure. What it looks like with the blood splatter. I don't know with these blood splatters, because on the Myers, it just like seems like it's just splashed on. I mean, they're pretty cool, but I think I really got the Myers and this really just the price. I probably would have just got the normal ones if they, to be honest, if they'd been the same price. But it's just turned out that these blood splatter ones just seem to be cheaper than the normal versions, plain versions, but I don't know. So I just got it, and as I say, it's a bit crazy with the blood. Same with the Myers, it's just splashed on. It's not really accurate or anything, and I don't even know if he ever has all that blood, as much as that blood on him in a movie. Anyway, really, he might have had a bit of blood, but I don't think it's probably a bit over the top. But I mean, at this scale, it's not going to be really that accurate. But as I said, it's all right to have. I thought it'd just be cool to, as I say, with the collection, just add in little cool, some little minifigures as well as the Necker and McFarlane, just to have them in the collection standing next to them, just to have the little ones with them, you know, look quite cool. And as I said, it's, apart from the blood just being like splashes, and it's actually alright, to be honest. It's quite a little cool little figure. Face is alright, and I like it, like little mini scale figure, you know, to stand next to the other Chucky figures, you know, cool little piece. And as I said, at the price, you know, it's worth getting. As I said, you know, 30, no, it's too much. But you know, if you can get them for, 15 quid, they're worth picking up, to be honest. Because I think a couple of people said on YouTube about putting off by the price of reaction figures, and yeah, that's fully understandable, because I'm the same. Yeah, it's too much. 20, 25, 30, it's just too much. I mean, to be honest, if they sold them for 15, I think they'd sell so many more, you know, and I think it's just right for that scale. But so it's a cool little figure. You know, but that scale, you know, I mean, the detail's not too bad, to be honest. It's alright. I think it looks cool. And then obviously the one weapon, only one, but I guess one's better than none, but this scale. Now, obviously the weapon you get is the good guy knife, or voodoo knife, I should say. What's a good guy knife or voodoo knife? I think it's supposed to be good guy knife, not too sure. Voodoo knife or either. But it's a good guy knife you get, it's the accessory. It's got quite a bit of blood on them, but see, there's a bit of an issue. It doesn't seem to fit in the hand. Right, so that is not good. Because on the Myers weapons, I think pretty much all the weapons fit in the hand. But this doesn't, unless I can fiddle it about. Let's see, right. It might go in his hand. Or it might be better on the right. See, because he's got two open hands that could possibly fit in. Now, not sure if that's the right side or the left, because it's facing. So if you're facing that, then it's the right side left, because it's facing towards me. So I think it goes in the right better than the left. You sort of got to let it won't just fit in his hand, just putting it in his hand. You've sort of got to twist it and angle it, sort of. It's probably not going to stay, to be honest, even if you angle it to get into his hand. You might need to just glue it might need to just glue it into his hand, which I probably will do. Otherwise, it's just not going to stay, and I don't want it to display without a weapon. But yeah, that's what it looks like in his hand. But it's sort of, it's one of them things that you probably put it in his hand, and unless you do glue it in, it's probably just going to fall off. And then you put it on display, it's gonna keep coming off. So I think unless you glue it, it's not gonna. So that's not a good thing, by the way. I will say it's probably a bad thing. You can't fit the weapon in his hand properly, and you know it's only one weapon. Unlike the Myers, I think is really good. For getting 4 weapons with this scale figure is quite decent, to be honest. Anyway, there's a closer look at the good guy knife. I do apologise for the quality of this, guys. I always filming on my mobile. I don't have a computer all set up, such a thing like all the other professional guys. But you know, I do what I can and try my best with what I've got. As I said, remember, guys, I'm doing all this stuff on budget, so I'm not rich. Don't have an endless amount of money like someone like the Review Spot. I don't have every figure that's ever been made, and you know, yeah, I don't live in a perfect world, unfortunately. So sometimes you have to buy, when you're on budget, you have to buy stuff that's cheaper and sometimes even broken and damaged, and you just have to repair it. So that's just how it is. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys and do the review on this before what the Review Spot does, because he does a review spot on every figure under the sun. And yeah, I just thought I'd do this. I know he hasn't done a review on this, so hopefully I'll be doing it before him. And yeah, so it's a pretty cool figure, and I'd say if you want to try and pick this up, go on eBay and you should be able to pick it up. If you're lucky, you might be able to pick up one for 15, but try and get one as cheap as you can, I would say, if you want one. But I think it's a cool little figure. But I'd say the Myers is much better because you get 4 weapons with that. I'm pretty sure it's 4 weapons, or is it 3 weapons? If you get a scalpel, actually, yeah, it is 4 weapons: knife, hammer, scalpel, and a needle. Knife, hammer, scalpel, and a needle. Yeah, so 4 weapons. Yes, so Myers is pretty cool. I said that Myers is one of probably the best reaction figure you can get, to be honest, having 4 weapons. But this is, yeah, slightly less, because you know you get 1 weapon and it doesn't fit in his hand properly at all, which is downfall. But anyway, I thought I'd show you guys and do a review. And yeah, so guys, hope you guys enjoy this video. Oh yeah, by the way, I've got Chucky figure collection